It's Sunday, June the 30th, 2024, and I'm currently in Roanoke, Virginia, and I'm about to board an Amtrak Northeast regional service to Charlottesville, Virginia, to board another train number 51, the Cardinal, to Chicago. Today is also the day that Union Pacific Big Boy number 4014 is supposed to be departing from Cheyenne, Wyoming, bound for Sacramento, California. It will be there in 11 days, but I want to see it, so I'm going to try and get there in 11 days. So let's see how I go. Anyway, it is just before 8 a.m. and the train doesn't leave until 8:45, but being Roanoke, there's always trains around, including this one. Over the past 4 weeks, I've been going across the United States by train. Starting in San Francisco on June 7th, on board the California Zephyr, I've visited places such as Donner Pass, the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, going through the Moffat Tunnel in the Rocky Mountains, Chicago's Union Station, New York City, Ashland, Virginia and its mainline trains on the main street, and now I'm in Roanoke, Virginia, home of Norfolk and Western Giants 611 and 1218, along with the Winston Link Museum. It's now time to cross the entire country again. Starting from Roanoke, Virginia, north to Charlottesville, Virginia, on Amtrak Northeast Regional Train number 156, following the N&W's Norfolk Division to Lynchburg, then the Southern's Eastern Division north to Charlottesville. Amtrak Northeast Regional Service 156 operates daily between Roanoke and New York City, doing the run in 10 hours. The 94-mile run to Charlottesville is 2.5 hours long.
Charlottesville, Virginia. We arrived about probably 15 minutes late because we had to cross the southbound Amtrak 151, which is also bound for Roanoke. So we've got a couple of hours here before we get on our next train, which is Amtrak number 51, the Cardinal, bound for Chicago. Now this run is a lot further south than what the Capital Limited would have been if we had gone on it. Capital Limited goes through like Pennsylvania and Maryland and then through, well, south that way essentially. The Cardinal goes on the former C&O main line from DC through to Cincinnati and then on Norfolk Southern from there up to Chicago. The former C&O from here in Charlottesville across to Clifton Forge is actually owned by the Buckingham Branch Railroad, which is a short line operation that is state owned, which is pretty cool. Like, they've got a fair bit of trackage in this state, and that's how 611 was allowed to run on it last year. Speaking of 611, alright, so I'm going to go to the waiting room and wait in there for a bit and wait for our train to come in because it is hot.
Amtrak's Cardinal runs 3 days per week between New York and Chicago, doing the 1,146 mile run in 28 hours. This service is equipped with Amfleet coaches and Viewliner sleeping cars, and normally has a single P42 or ALC42 charger leading. Today, we have P42DC number 94 leading our train, which entered service in May 1997.
It's fantastic. Oh, and we're off. So we're just leaving Charlottesville. Hang on, I'll put my hat back on. I've got some bed here. There we go, that's better. So we're now on board Amtrak 51, which is the Cardinal heading to Chicago. And we're just heading out of Charlottesville, and we're going on now what is now the Buckingham branch. It used to be CSX, and before that it was the Chesapeake and Ohio. This route goes through the Shenandoah Valley, including going through places like Stanton and Goshen. And a lot of rail fans will know those two names from the 611 trips that happened in October and November last year. So yeah, I'm very keen for this bit of the line because it's a very pretty section of track, and yeah, should be brilliant. And I love this little roomette. This is brilliant. I knew Viewliner roomettes were pretty cool, but I didn't realise they were this cool. The size of this table is huge. Oh, it's a feel. That's cool. I'm going to enjoy this. So we're just going slowly through this siding, and I was just looking on the map, and it looks like that Amtrak 50, the other Cardinal heading for New York, has just left Stanton, and we're about halfway between Charlottesville and Stanton, so this is the best spot to pass them. So that either going to do it here, which I don't know if they will because those rails are pretty rusty, or we're just going through a speed restriction and we cross them further up. We'll see.
This has been a fantastic afternoon so far. Stopped just in Stanton before, and now we're doing the route of the Virginia Scenic Railroad across to Goshen, and then through to Clifton Forge. Beautiful section of track. Could not recommend this enough. Unfortunately, the Cardinal only runs 3 days a week, which is partly why I wanted to do it, because not many people get to do it because of that. And most tickets tell you to do the Capital Limited. And that's one of the reasons why I got in at Charlottesville and not DC. And also because the connections would have been too tight in DC, so it was easy to do it here in Charlottesville. So yeah, it's a very, very pretty part of the world, this bit. I can understand why they wanted to do the steam tours here last October. If you haven't seen any videos of that, go find it. It was under the namings of the trips were the Shenandoah Valley Limited. They were absolutely excellent. From a video perspective anyway. So that was Goshen, Virginia, where the Shenandoah Valley Limited trips for 611 started and finished last year. There's a guy who is heavily involved with the Virginia Museum of Transportation, and he basically built a siding just to service the train and board passengers for the museum. So it was pretty cool, and hopefully they use it again, because they're not doing it this year. So 2025 hopefully they'll be back. If so, I'm coming back. Clifton Forge, Virginia. Current home of 614. The fastest steam locomotive in preservation in America. There it is. Very cool. I just realised something. In 2 days, I've seen my 3 favourite
American steam locomotives. Oh, that's fantastic. So we're back on CSX territory now. So no longer state owned, it's now back to private operation. And we are arriving into Clifton Forge, Virginia. I've got to show you this. This air vent here is currently blowing absolutely freezing air at us, at me, because it's currently 30 degrees C outside, and it feels like about 10 on my arm right here when I'm sitting looking outside. I tried closing it. Even when you close it, you can still hear the damn whistling. Yay!
White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, in another state. So we've just been served dinner about probably 20 minutes ago, and for the last 45 minutes we've been stopped in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, in the sleeping cars, the announcements. No other word for it. So basically, what I overheard was there's a tree down, and we can't go anywhere at the moment. So not much we can do about it except wait for it to get out of the way. Ginger ale. Good thing I've got like 5 seasons of Top Gear. Close to an hour later, still stuck here. I'm really bummed about it actually, because I was really looking forward to New River Gorge in daylight. Unless they get this over and done with as quickly as they can. Two hours. So it's close to another hour later. It's currently 9:35 p.m. and we're now 3 hours 34 minutes late. We still haven't taken off, but we did just hear a freight train go past on the other track. Promising. Oh, I'm so devastated about that though. It's alright, I'll have to come back. Yeah, completely dark now. And we're still like 20 miles out of Hinton, which is the end of the gorge. Literally 6 curves away. Oh, bollocks. I didn't need to use the bleep tool a few times in this video. I do apologise about that. I'm not in a good mood about this. It's taken me 3 hours to have dinner too. Still haven't finished my dessert. So, yeah. As long as we connect with number 3 tomorrow, I'll be happy. Because I need to. I don't want to be late again. I don't want to miss another connection or have another train cancellation. Simple as that. Happened once, not happening again. 9:45 p.m. and the horn just went off of the locomotive, and I can confirm we are moving. I'm still devo about that. What am I thinking? Ooh. Ooh. I might be able to just see stuff now. I'm gonna get the conductor to do my bed up. With that in mind, because I'm just going to enjoy it. Yeah, we're definitely on the move again now. I'm going to get some sleep, and I'll see you guys in the morning. I want to, before I do sign off, apologise for how I moved before. That was pretty flat. Yeah. Well, we've taken off quick. But yeah, Chicago, here we come. Good morning from Hamilton, Ohio. Overnight, we've gone all the way from Hinton, West Virginia through Cincinnati, so through the entirety of Ohio. And we're near the border to Indiana now. And we're currently 3 hours late, so we haven't caught back any time that we lost last night. Our arrival time currently into Chicago is 1 p.m, which is not too bad because that means we get to take our time through Indiana. Well, you know what I mean. So yeah, I woke up just as we were leaving Cincinnati, so I could say I've been there. Yeah.
this is the last bit of westbound running we're going to be doing for a couple of hours by the looks of the map. We're coming into Indianapolis, which is of course the state capital of Indiana, obviously. The freight train right there. We've got Wi-Fi on the train, so I'm making the most of it. We have half an hour stop in Indianapolis, so fresh air stop. Doubt I'll do it because I don't really need to. And then we head north through Cornfieldsville, Lafayette, Rensselaer. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've already gotten in trouble for pronouncing Nevada wrong, so Dyer, and then Chicago at 12 past 1. And the Southwest Chief leaves at 2:50. Hopefully we make it. We should be right. Anyway, Indianapolis. One thing I will say, even though we missed the New River Gorge, seeing a lot of Indiana like we are at the moment, it's very nice because Indiana is a very, very beautiful part of the world. If I come back, which I know I probably will at some point, I'd love to do rail fanning along this line because some of the locations are beautiful. Dead flat, but it's the sort of landscape that I really enjoy watching videos of. So to actually do videos out here would be pretty cool. We're not in Lafayette. Yeah, I was right. So we're on the outer edges of... Just went over Diamond. We're on the outer edges of Chicago, coming up to a station called Dyer. which we stop at, and then yeah, it's into Chicago after that. I've got a very, very short turnaround before I have to go out. Before I go out on the Southwest Chief, because we're going to be getting in at the predicted time. Yes, we are. We're going to be in there in 10 minutes. It's saying. I'm not convinced. And then I depart at 2:50. So we've got a little over an hour, but yeah, so I probably should actually start packing stuff up. But yeah, it's been a bloody brilliant trip, even with the major delay. That's the one thing I'm salty about, that we missed out on New River. That's alright. Alright, cool. No, we're not getting into Chicago in 10 minutes time. My computer hadn't updated the time because we're going back into Central Time, so it's actually only 12:15, and we get in at 1:20. I better check. I better change that. Yeah, so it is currently 12:15, not 1:15. That confused me. And we're stopping at Dyer now, so our last stop before Chicago. let's get ready to get off. Cardinal, we have now arrived in Chicago. We're now going to be changing over to the Southwest Chief, which is train number 3, which will eventually go to Los Angeles. But today we're only going to the Plata Missouri. I don't know when boarding is, so I'm going to go to the main hall and check. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, welcome back to Chicago. A week later.
It's 2 hours later, and we're now on board Amtrak train number 3, the Southwest Chief from Chicago to Los Angeles. We'll be riding this train from Union Station in Chicago through to La Plata, Missouri, on the other side of the Mississippi River. This run takes about 4 hours.
And now half. And 3, that'll do. I'm here.
Hello there. A beer, Jack.
Thanks so much.
Cooler up.
Thanks, mate. Welcome to the Plata Missouri. Home for me for the next 4 days. Going to see heaps of train action and yeah, very keen for it.
The entire route of the Southwest Chief, except for a small portion which we'll get to in another video, is on BNSF's Transcontinental Main Line, which runs from Chicago to Los Angeles via Texas. This part of the line between Fort Madison, Iowa and Kansas City, Missouri has 65 freight trains per day, and the Plata Missouri is a great spot to watch trains with the platform right next to the double-track main line. During the evening of my arrival, I decided to hang out with a bunch of friends of mine that I met on the platform, watching trains for the rest of the evening. First up is this westbound Union Pacific double stacker, with 3 locomotives on the lead and 2 in the middle as distributed power units. While the UP has got trackage rights through La Plata, BNSF is of course the majority operator, as you'll see with this double stack freight train.